When it comes to healthcare, not all advice is created equal. First, let's talk about why we can't accept all healthcare advice. One reason is the source of the advice. Not everyone who gives health tips is qualified. A friend might have good intentions, but their knowledge could be based on outdated information or personal anecdotes rather than scientific evidence. Another reason is individual differences. What works for one person may not work for another. Our genetics, lifestyle, and medical history all play a role in how we respond to treatments. Then, there's the issue of misinformation. In the age of the internet, anyone can share their opinions, and not all of them are accurate. It's crucial to verify information against credible sources before taking it to heart. Next, we have the problem of conflicting advice. One expert might recommend a certain diet, while another warns against it. This can create confusion and lead to poor decision-making. Also consider the potential for harm. Some advice may seem harmless, but could lead to negative side effects or worsen an existing condition. Always think critically about the risks involved. Another factor is the influence of trends. Health fads come and go, and just because something is popular doesn't mean it's effective or safe. Let's not forget the role of personal bias. Sometimes, advice is influenced by personal beliefs rather than scientific evidence. This can skew recommendations and lead to poor choices. Additionally, there's the issue of accessibility. Not everyone has the same access to healthcare resources, so advice that works in one context might not be feasible for someone else. We also have to consider the financial aspect. Some advice may lead to expensive treatments or products that aren't necessary or effective. Lastly, there's the emotional component. Health advice can often be tied to fear or anxiety, leading people to make decisions based on panic rather than rational thought. Now, let's shift gears and explore why we might choose not to follow certain healthcare advice. First, personal experience plays a huge role. If you've tried something and it didn't work for you, it's natural to be skeptical of similar advice. Second, the advice may not align with your values or beliefs. If a recommendation feels wrong to you on a personal level, it's okay to disregard it. Third, the practicality of the advice matters. If it's too complicated or time-consuming, it's unlikely you'll stick with it. Fourth, there's the issue of sustainability. Some advice may lead to short-term results, but isn't maintainable in the long run. Fifth, we have to consider the emotional toll. If following certain advice causes stress or anxiety, it might be better to find an alternative that feels more comfortable. Sixth, the advice might not fit your lifestyle. If it requires drastic changes that disrupt your daily routine, it's likely to be abandoned. Seventh, there's the potential for negative side effects. If you've heard about adverse reactions to a treatment, it's wise to think twice before proceeding. Eighth, sometimes advice can be overly prescriptive. Health is not one size fits all, and rigid guidelines can feel restrictive. Ninth, we often have our own trusted healthcare providers. If they recommend something different, it's natural to follow their guidance over general advice. Finally, there's the power of intuition. Sometimes, you just know in your gut that a piece of advice doesn't feel right for you. Trusting your instincts can be just as important as following the latest trends. In the end, navigating healthcare advice requires a blend of critical thinking, personal reflection, and a healthy dose of skepticism. It's about finding what truly works for you.